There are 17 tweets how, start to, speak the history of the Whites building in 2017. 1. If thing happens accuse him. 2. Foe of the us human beings. Trump card vilified the click through the campaigning and transferred on, irrepressible, in the Whites building. Yet, the chirp noted a abrupt rise among his authority and such who lit it. 3. Obama had my wires revealed. 4. We must struggle them. 5. James Comey superior expect. 6. The solitary big hag search. It recite, as I include set out lot times, a comprehensive inquiry will prove which we already aware, down there was no conspiracy among my campaigning and any overseas essence. I see Stryker to the question final rapidly. In the meanwhile, I will never halt fight for the human beings and the issues how question largest to the next of our nation. Later night came, and in it, the tweets. 7. Of a person lift. 8. Our besieged AG. 9. Following advice in my generals and war expert. He extended, transgender individuals to be in any power in the INS. War. Our war must be concentrated on crucial and cannot be encumbered in the terrible care expenses and destruction how transgender in the war would involve. Appreciate thou. In a turmoil of night tweets, Trump card in deceased July announced plans to restore a ban on transgender individuals serving in any power in the U.S. gunman forces. Fed judges include with locked next activity and the Pentagon plans on enlisting transgender recruitment in 2018. But the ad hoc proclamation mixed up a generally inactive civilization war nearby LGBT facility at a period while top war officials seemed substance in discovery up the ranks. 10. I include fair given a complete forgiveness. On Friday overnight, August 25, as Storm Harvey done landslide in Texas, Trump card tweeted out news story of his contentious judgment, that spared the condemned ex-Maricopa Shire, Arizona, Sheriff any capacity prison period. Arpaio had been a vocals Trump card patron for the campaigning. The forgiveness, a wet red flesh souvenir to Trump card's basis, arriving up Arpaio's planned sentence, installation off wrath amongst migrants suggest and legislative professionals. Mr. Arpaio was found those guilty of penal disdain for ongoing to unlawfully section Latinos residing in Arizona relying on their perceivable migration statute in infringement of a magistrate's orders, McCain told. Same CEO has the credibility to do the forgiveness, but making so at the period undermines his complaint for the honor of guideline of law as Mr. Arpaio has shown no regret for his actions. 11. Flame or halt. 12. Wish all to be made for them. As the position in Puerto Rico degraded following Storm Maria swept via in deceased September, Trump card rotated on aisle officials who surveyed the Fed by the government's answer. He was especially sharpened in Carmen Yulín Cruz, the mayoress of San Juan. As she pleaded for more than aid among the desolation, Trump card charged her of hard-to-account policy points, and offered how the Puerto Rican human beings were in portion to accuse for the stalled save and restoration operative. 13. Which I told to the woman of a man. 14. They fair gave me a permanent O. Trump card exchanged barbs in comrade Republicans through the year, but his struggle in serial was the largest in lightning. Wherever Sames desired to do pleasant in other, Trump card sensed a poor enemy in the now crippled Kennard Arizona legislator, who would after voice in benefit of the CEO's tax pack, and quickly rolling him. 15. Live video, Muslim immigrant. 16. Large material. Profound country. Mueller's job appears secure for currently, but how doesn't indicate Trump card isn't enterprising behind more than widely versus the censor. In messages love the A, out of breath and close incomprehensible, we see him parakeet a Fox News story paper, or several portion of it, in an force to compromise investigators. 17. Don't let the counterfeit news story persuade you differently. A fit coda. In Republicans fleeting their tax intermittent law up outgoing city for the year, Trump card proclaimed win, later correctly took one more than jab at the click, and polls show his gloomy adoption ratings.